Jesus.
It's impressive.
That has got to win the award for worst talent in the game. I'm awarding this right now, officiating myself as judge, jury, and executioner. That is the worst talent in the game by a mile.
But you don't understand because
God,
now
that
the
is
stun's
awful.
long enough to set up for Meteor Hammer properly. So isn't that just a win? Right?
If this becomes a thing, then
You heard it here first.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Brood though.
Brood, yeah, Brood's a hero, which they've picked, and will be played this game because I picked it. This hero likes to make her babies and run at you.
Oh, that sounds pretty horrendous.
Pretty much it, really. An extreme mum, which we just had the extreme mums playing.
The matchup against OD is really good mid, because you kind of just farm as well, right? But like, I don't know, you're playing against this like double save. You're gonna have Astral. He's maybe gonna get Ags as well. There's gonna be this BKB piercing disable in the overgrowth as well to help against the Brood. Oh god, OD Naga though, it's so slow. It's like so slow tempo. They have the tree to keep all their towers alive and stuff, which is really helpful, but they need a lot of time to come online.
They do, don't they? Yeah, they need someone to hold their hand. This final pickup here in the off lane has to be a really nice tempo controller, which answers a lot of what Team Unique have put down. It needs to offer them some sort of wave clear as well, and that should give them the ability to kind of hold the game out a little bit, allow this OD and Naga to come online.
Yeah, they need something that like
Void Spirit off lane.
Well, they have like okay catch, right? Sorry, that's not going to happen. I'll just put it out there now. But...
Okay.
They have like glimpse and they have overgrowth, which is okay, but they need to be running at you for those things to be really viable, right? And I think the Brood's going to be running at them.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing.
Oh, maybe they picked. I've just read why they picked Nyx to so that Snapfire can reliably get a route off every single fight.
Ah, yeah, that'd be it. That's you definitely take the stun talent then, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Allow for these Mortimer's kisses to come in.
Easy peasy. Do you believe in Snapfire as a 4 or 5 more? What's it been played as today?
We saw it as a 5 and a 4. It seems to do just as much as the 5 as it does the 4, but I think generally I still prefer it as the 4. It's just nice because if you get the item, you know, Cookie isn't big enough range to really risk sending a 5 into the middle of a fight to cast Cookie on people. That just means your 5 is probably going to die. I think her spells aren't long enough range, except obviously Mortimer's Kisses.
The thing I like about it as a 5 though is that it doesn't really like scale with items, right? Very well. Like, whereas, like, it doesn't really need a huge amount of farm priority, is what I mean. Obviously, it pushes waves up really quickly, but, like, its skills always do the same thing, no matter how much farm you have. So, like, anything you get is kind of just extra, right?
Yeah, that's always true. I don't know, it's a hard, but at the same time, like, in order to get off your spells properly, sometimes you need a little bit of extra money.
Do you? When he has like 10,000 range on his Mortimer Kisses, doesn't he?
But that's the thing. Cookie doesn't. And Scatterblast, you want to be close as well if you want to get the full value out of that spell. Anyways, I just wanted to mention you might want to go to push to talk since your mic's doing El Roboto again.
Oh no. Okay, 1 second. Un secundo.
So we have a Centaur Warrior picked up. That's a nice hero. Does exactly what they want it to. It's going to give them the runaway ability, which is always nice, especially versus Brood. Especially versus Snapfire. And GA as well, gives you a nice reset. It helps out with the Treant as well, so yeah, across the board a really nice pick for them. Meanwhile, Team Unique, they're looking for a carry hero right now, if I would guess. And if I would guess which carry hero that would be, I would probably say... They need something which does damage, really. Like that's like the bottom. They need something which is going to get tanked up by Omni Knight and do some real damage. I would like to see what carries are even popular at PL. Not that good with Omni actually.
It's okay, but
they've picked Ember Spirit. Curious.
I mean, the Ember's one of the heroes that's best dealing with the Naga illusions. Like they don't have any illusion clear at the moment on their team. So obviously that's okay. It can dodge Disruptor Glimpse with Slight if given the chance, so that's something as well. And they needed a hero to play tempo to win the game, right? I think as well, because otherwise they're just going to get run over late game by this OD Naga. So I think you have to try and play to your team's like aggressive tempo side.
Yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense. So it's a race against the clock for Team Unique. They're going to be trying to push it down against Team Empire Hope. And as we said, we're both pretty interested in watching Team Empire Hope play. We don't really know any of these players, which is very unusual for us and CIS because we're CI experts.
Are we?
Yes.
I mean, we have cast a lot of CIS.
We've casted, like we are definitely probably some of the I mean English speaking. Yeah, I don't think there's many English speaking people out there who know CIS as well as, well, maybe not English speaking, but exclusively English speaking. If you talk Russian, then you're not allowed in this count.
That's why you.
It's a very thin niche. I've channeled us in there. But we're king of that niche. God damn it.
We're number one.
Yeah.
Which draft do you believe in? Which one do you think's the?
See, in games where first game Snapfire, don't report. I'm gonna report him. In games where I'm not really too sure of team skill, I'm always gonna go for the later game team. There's less pressure on them. It's an easier draft, so I'm going Team Empire. I'm afraid it just seems to make more sense.
Okay.
Same time, there's not that much to deal with Scary Spider Lady, so I'm always worried about that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, are they gonna put Centaur mid? I assume, and then just I don't know, just wing it from there. That's the game.
He's hanging around. He's just like staring Kodos down, taking those tower hits in front of his face.
Oh, nice UI on the brood webs, by the way.
Yeah, I checked out those charges UI. It's very pleasant. Nice quality of life change. It's so stupid they came up under buffs. I've got a buff. It's my spell. That's not a buff, is it? It's your spell. Anyway, James is watching Aggressive Child in no fear from the trees. Like the weird old man on the tractor he is.
It's a bit weird.
Disruptor is a strange dude. You know he's from the same race as Axe.
What, Disrupt? Oh yeah, it's because it's they're both Brody, dude. That's why. Easy.
No, they're both the... I don't remember
Brody,
his name, but... It must feel bad for Disruptor. He must have really not hit the gym. Like, if his race is capable of getting to his size with like the proportions which Axe has hit, and he's just like... He must be an absolute scrawny beta in his country.
I mean, I don't know, because you could say that about humans as well, right? Like, we have the capability, but not everybody does. You know, I'm not very jacked, so... Sad
times indeed, but Axe is pretty inhumanly ripped. Like, I've never seen a human as ripped as Axe is.
That's my dream. That's what I'm going to go for this summer.
I'm giving up on casting.
Summer bod.
Yeah, summer bod to look like Axe. All right, mid lane is going to be the Naga Siren versus the Brood Mother, the Brood Mamba.
And this matchup's decent for Naga though. Like, you can just kill the spiderlings really quickly. Like, you have really high armor, so they don't do a huge amount of damage to you either. You can farm jungle really quickly as well to try and match the farm speed of the Brood Mother. Like, you kind of just ignore each other at like level 5, level 6. You both just push the wave out and do your own thing.
Oh no, the caterpillar! Oh! No fear killed the caterpillar. Mastery loses his 6 tangos.
So Nick started boots first, man. I don't know how I just chase tree around, I guess.
Just follow him.
This whole...
It's my life. I'm Treant's follower. There's some high octane stuff right here. Oh, okay. Nick's Distance finally leaving, but they're just walking around the jungle hitting each other for like a minute straight.
He's fine.
Oh,
I mean, Nick's just like
the shotgun, turning around onto Mastery. Just firing at him. Just firing bullets.
I mean, that hero does so much damage in the laning stage, right? And then I don't know, the shotgun just feels ridiculous when I play against it. I've played that hero like once and it felt pretty good, but yeah, whenever I play against it, I'm always really.
Yeah, more nice kisses as well. You know, sometimes you got a Snapfire on your team. You see those flame balls coming in. You're just like, oh hell yeah, this is our fight, baby. Let's go. And then they all just miss, even though you've like got them in RP, overgrowth, ravage, and then your Snapfire's just like, oh, I was trying to get the courier. Sorry.
Have you played many games of Void Spirit, by the way?
No, I haven't played a single game of Void Spirit.
Do you know why? Because both of us are not very good at Dota. I feel like we would both be awful on that here.
Yeah, agreed. Bit too many buttons for my liking. I like a hero where you just got like maybe 2 spells, 2 passives. That's a good balance for me.
You said you hadn't played a game on this patch, right? This new patch.
No, I haven't.
You know you have to add a new hotkey for the new slot for neutral.
Oh, it's cool. I'm just gonna buy a new mouse with an extra button on it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, the in-game sound is really low this time around. I don't know why. I'm not in control though. I'm gonna try and sort it out though. I'm gonna use my extreme intelligence.
Oh, that won't get fixed then.
Staying broken, guys. Sorry. What can we do?
There is some.
We don't. Oh, we can do something. I can turn you down and then turn the overall volume up.
That sounds like an awful idea.
See ya.
Oh no.
Definitely don't have Windows sound still, maybe.
This Nyx is actually doing so much work top, by the way. It's like this tree feels it feels like the tree's not doing anything in comparison. Like the Nyx is just skilled mana burn, and this tree is not having fun.
Across the map, SoBad and James both getting dropped, and we saw neither, but that's okay as we're now watching Aggressive Child getting his ass beaten in by Mastery, but with the Scatterblast, they'll keep him back. Centaur, not today, sir. As he chops away at that range creep, let's get himself that at the very least. Yeah, as you say, these guys just trading them in lane. In fact, Taka is doing much, much better. Is that how we say it? Tatake. There we go.
I wish I could tell you, honestly, because these Empire Hub guys, I don't really know them at all. So I'm interested to see how they do, but I don't know. We need to... I wish we could have contact with teams to ask them how to pronounce their names. It would make life so much easier in CIS.
Right, I actually worked. So I did like 4 Wednesdays where I basically highlighted tricky words in scripts and then gave them to a guy who would research, he was like a words expert, and he would research how to pronounce those words. And if he didn't know, then he would ring up certain officers who would tell him, especially if there were names of people. Especially with names of people, we were supposed to be extra vigilant on those, because obviously people get quite annoyed if you mispronounce their name, and this was like a really big production. I don't want to say which one it was, but it was a pretty big production thing. In case anybody calls me out, I go, no you didn't, I work there. You liar.
Yeah, you were awful.
Oh dear. Stream's struggling, but down at bottom lane, Mastery's on top of NoFit. NoFit is being brought down. He's getting under the tower here. Snapfire on the run. Can they finish off the job? Meanwhile, Aggressive Child, he's going to get started on James, and they're both dead. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, unfortunate lag timing there. If that goes on again, then we'll switch to a different mode of watching the game. But yeah. Ember Spirit won, basically.
That's just Scatterblast Gaming, by the way. It's just so much damage. You just stand near them and you're like...
Stun misses onto the OD. That's a really costly one. Pedashurin SoBad trying to run him down all the same, but he's out of the range of the slow. DJ Nora no longer affecting him. He can get himself away safely. That's the round boots going to work. Gadara is going to help and heal him right back up again. Make him all peachy again.
I'm interested to see another thing this patch is how much Omni Knight gets played still as well. I feel like that hero without the GPM talent is... It's still good. Obviously, the Purge is really strong. Like, it's a decent laner, but like it doesn't... It still needs a decent amount of farm to be effective, I think. It's like as a 3.
I can't wait for that hero to die.
It's been around for a while now, it feels like.
So dull, oh my god. It's not just dull because the hero itself has really dull spells, but also super dull because it makes the carry just play a super dull game where it's like, I'm a slug. I should be playing elusive. I should be trying to play around the fight, jump in, jump out. Oh, got Ebony Grace on me. I'm just going to stand on the front lines. I'm just going to right-click your towers. No biggie.
It feels like one of those heroes that you have to make sure you've got on your checklist and that you have a way of dealing with it. Like PLs and stuff as well, like Huskars and things like that, because otherwise it's so hard to play Dota.
Yep, absolutely. Royal Jelly found. Meanwhile, Lightless being brought down and the Purifying Flame's going to put an end. Well, not Purifying Flames, actually. Just Purify. Nothing that fancy. We ain't got no Oracles in this game. Meanwhile, Aggressive Child gets 2-man chains out, but comes straight back in again. Mastery's got to get dropped. They'll let the Disruptor live for now. James gets himself out, but a nice kill into Mastery again. And Ember Spirit doing a lot of work so far.
Yeah, he's having a really good game at the moment. I mean, all 3 cores on the Radiant side are doing well, but we said they need to play the tempo, right? Like, they can't let this Naga and OD have the space they need to be able to come online and really, you know, do their damage, scale into the late game. So they're doing good.
Yeah, a little bit of aggression up in the top lane, but they're okay. Meanwhile, our audio is now cut out, and it's back. Intriguing.
Oh, good, good.
Giving the stream one last chance before we change over. I have got a couple of other options we can go to if we need to. Of course, we are not controlling these cameras or the production.
Nomad is... He's losing his head here. Guys, this is him the angriest I've ever seen him.
No, I'm going to be like, you know how those hackers are on like all those American TV shows when they're like...
Yeah.
I'm going to change the street mainframe and get past that back door to dial into a new modem. He's talking absolute rubbish. Not to Tarke, going for the TP out. Ooh, just about makes it. Just about makes it. Kodos did not have the damage, and with this lag, I think we're going to quickly jump over to another stream. And boom. Kadar on the run. Petishara trying to chase him down, and nice stunning from from the Nyx. Secures the kill for Petishara. Oh, a smooth transition. No one noticed a thing.
That was absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about.
Now I'm at 9, 35, 36, 37. Where are you? 40, 41. What time are you at?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's,
right. Very far away.
No. It's okay.
It's okay. You're up to date.
Ooh.
Okay, 10 minutes coming in, and those outposts look like they're going to be going 1 for 1. No, Radiant get both. Radiant get both.
Right, because I'm so far behind you, the way we do this, right, is that you have to cast a fight normally and then wait ages for me to catch up. But if you need my opinion on anything technical with Dota, I can just always be there for you, right?
Oh, brilliant. Sounds perfect.
It's good. Yeah.
All right, I'll forward my questions whenever I need them.
Okay, good. Okay, they look to be controlling this map though really well on the Radiant though at the moment. Like, the Centaur's kind of not really getting anything out the game. Ember's kind of just destroyed his whole existence. So.
Yeah, he's pretty much been vaporized. Poor old Centaur. And my concern there is that he was supposed to be the tempo controller. He was supposed to bring balance to the tempo, not destroy it. And this is going to spell trouble for the Naga Siren and for the OD, who will need a lot of space. Aggressive Child chasing down onto Mastery once again. Remnant comes forwards. Aggressive Child's not done. He's got those chains out onto Mastery. Mastery doesn't have much choice but to let himself die. A nice jump away from Aggressive Child means another kill in this bottom lane. Up to... I didn't see how many kills he had there, but a lot. It's a lot. Stun on to Kadara, but he's alright. Hiding in those trees.
I don't know, man. Do you know why Ember's having such a good time?
Why is that?
Snapfire OP.
Snapfire too strong support.
Snapfire OP. Please nerf. I mean, it feels like Centaur's game must be like super hard against that hero, to be fair. I kind of get it.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. She has a lot of tools which can... Whoa! Broodmother just flexing out the pre-12-minute Aghanim Scepter. What the hell? That's very fast. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, they managed to kill off James. Oh, that's down at bottom, sorry. Lightless was in some trouble, but he's alright. Yeah,
she hasn't gone from a medallion at all or anything, though. Yeah, I really dislike this. They saw this brood pick, right? And they have this disrupted tree as their 2 supports, but this Naga's just losing her tower so early. And they just don't have enough wave clear or ways of keeping their tower alive. Yeah, like, they've got living armor and stuff, and it's okay, but this brood's having an absolute free game at the moment, and I just don't think they have enough to deal with it.
Yeah, Brood, when you're living armor a tower which Brood is attacking, she just laughs. She just laughs and pities you for your ignorance.
Or at least it's better than it was before, where it used to have charges.
Yeah. True. Tatake in some trouble once again. This time, there is no song to save her. There is Mastery, but unfortunately, he's doing absolutely nothing because he cannot get the stun off. He's just going to be throwing another log onto the fire, which is Team Empire right now, as Unique could just walk in circles around them.
Was that like a Brood impression there?
I don't know what that was. That was pain. That was pain
okay.
for the Empire side. As Mastery trying to play Dota, but is just getting wrecked. So bad. He's going on to Lightless right now, and with No Fear and Aggressive Child coming on over, they're going to make this one work. He's inside. He's saying, "Relax, you're doing fine." Probably to himself, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter how relaxed you are still getting penetrated there.
I know these dire lanes are so static as well. Like they can't really move across the map very well. They're really reliant on this disruptor trying to make plays. Like you said, because the center hasn't had this good game. Like you can't really offer anything on the map. So they're kind of all just sat in there. Like all three cores need to try and farm still to catch up, and it's just not happening at the moment.
Oh, an Aggressive Child is just going absolutely mental right now, finding kill after kill, finding whatever he wants on the map. It is his, and his team are enabling him so well.
How long have this Empire Hope team been playing together? Do we know?
No idea, but there's an amazing ultimate in the middle lane. Luckily, the Snapfire Cookie going to help out Kodos get himself away, but then comes the glimpse back. Meanwhile, Mortimer's Kisses, landing well, keep it on there. They actually hit him with every single one. He might just burn to death, tries to get off the mirror image, but a shotgun puts an end to Tatake's run. Meanwhile, Aggressive Child getting chopped up by Mastery. Kodos got to come over as well. Webs come down. There's the damage coming out. Mastery's put into bed. Kodos takes another 17-1 right now. Whew, it's getting hot.
Dear, it's not looking good, isn't it? I mean, sometimes you're like, well, kill score doesn't really matter because they're keeping up in terms of net worth. They're not keeping up in terms of net worth either, guys.
They're very behind.
They are struggling.
But you know what? They're called Team Empire Hope for a reason, and that reason is that they will never give up because they will believe, maybe in themselves, but oh god, poor James. Did
your sentence get ended very quickly then?
It did. Yeah, he got wrecked. Risk-free bet on omg.bet. Yeah, go for it. Put $10 on Empire Hope.
Yeah, it's I'm sure you'd probably become a millionaire if you won that bet at this point. So if the odds are good, sure.
Risk-free. You heard it here first. Kadaro getting taken down. It's a really crap tree game, to be honest. Like they've got they've got Brood, they've got Ember. Like these guys do not care about trees. They do not care where you go. They will find you. They will kill you. Like they've got great finding, and yeah.
I don't know. We said it in the draft that they have to be running at their opponents for their catch to feel effective, right? Like the disruptor glimpse and everything, and they just are getting absolutely destroyed and run over here.
Yeah.
So, what does this disruptor and tree do apart from cry and watch?
Start planning for next game. I think it's the best move. Oh, ulti coming down. Where's the follow-up? They're looking for Kodos right now with the Static Storm on top of him. They might have the opportunity to bring him down here, even pop him the ultimate here, and they will finish off the Spider. Spider squashed, and a nice glimpse onto No Fear as well, meaning he's not going to make it back into base here. Meanwhile, Aggressive Child, though, he's coming over. He's looking for revenge. Petashara helping them out as well, and in come the kisses. Run! Mama's coming, and she is kissing you to sleep. Unfortunately, they haven't actually found any kills from that, so that's a little bit, there we go. They're going to finish them off, but they've actually found the turnaround onto SabeRLighT here. And Take will be the one to drop, though, and it looks like Lightless is going to be heading the same way as well. Nice slide of fist, bringing down the OD. Up into the high ground, there comes the chains. Goodbye, Mastery, and probably goodbye, James, as well, as Petashara comes flying in forwards with that cookie. Purification comes down. Good night, James. They're all taking a nap. Hope. That's what they're doing. They're taking a nap, coming back stronger. 5-man wipe.
I love that the die looked really good in that fight, and then Ember just turned up and was like, "Hello, I'm here now. This is my fight, actually."
Sorry, I'm late, everybody. Can I still get some kills? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, they have played the tempo game very well, though. It has to be said. They have been absolutely relentless. Like they have not given them any amount of space at all.
No.
So.
No, it's a really high tempo draft, and they're playing it very high tempo.
Play to your strengths, guys. Easy peasy.
Exactly. Here's an interesting hypothetical for you.
Okay, hit me up.
If you had to be stupid or an asshole, which one would you be? Obviously, if you're one, then not the other.
Oh, that's tough, isn't it? Do I care about people enough? That's what it comes down to.
It does. Meanwhile, Stampede comes out. GA in response, though. They're looking for a jump here. Lightless is the one in trouble. He's trying to make up onto the high ground. Song's going to come out, try and reset this one, but I think they need to leave, but they're going for it. Song coming down onto 2, but meanwhile, Aggressive Child just swings around the back lines, kills off Lightless, and Lightless just says, fuck it, I'm out, boys. Let's go next. Calls GG before the fight's even over. The disconnect's coming out, and game number 1 will go to Unique in a very close first... No, it was the stomp. That was the stomp. That was a beating down. They put him on the floor. They pulled down their trousers. They spanked them on the bottom. They turned them over. They gave him a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, Nick's mana burn first, by the way. Pretty
Sick.
cool. I haven't seen that before, so sure, go again.
No mana, no spells. Yeah, go again. I think is the best option here for Team Empire. I hope they tap out of game number 1 quite quickly. And this gives us just enough time to wrap up on the all-important question of which one would you rather be? Would you rather be an idiot or would you rather be an arsehole?
I think I'd rather be an arsehole, because what's the point in being dumb if nobody wants to be your friend if you're dumb anyway? You know?
Well, you find other idiot friends. You know how idiots kind of cluster in groups? Like
like me and
for
you?
example.
Oh, I would never flame Twitch chat like that. How dare you?
Anyway,
how
game number 2
say that about them?
coming up after a what should be a rather short break, because or maybe they need some time to cool off. Maybe what would you do if you're Team Empire Hope in this break?
I think they need to make sure they're not tilted. Just absolutely forget the last game, because there's absolutely no point, right? And then just come in with a fresh idea, do something different.
Any physical activities you'd want to do in between just to take your mind off things, maybe?
Maybe punch each other. Get all that anger out. You know?
Okay. What if you pull a black and break your wrist?
Well, just play with a broken wrist, because this sounds really horrible, but the game probably will still go better than that last one. So,
alrighty.
That's the way it goes.
We'll see you very shortly for game number 2. Don't go anywhere.